It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. Hope y'all ready for this one, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his third NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And the great story of Brock Purdy continues. Had he been drafted in the first round, I think people would be singing his praises to the skies, but for whatever reason, people can't let go of the fact he was Mr. Irrelevant, and they don't give him the credit he deserves. He is not just a system quarterback. He's a guy who enhances his team. Not just along for the ride, he's the one steering the ship, and without him, their ceiling significantly drops.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Purdy. And that one to the right side and incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourself, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
And after an Achilles injury robbed him of playing most of last season, he's hoping this year can set himself up for a possible fairy tale ending in what has been an inevitable Hall of Fame career. We know it won't be easy, but the Jets have great optimism not only for Aaron Rodgers, but for the team. If he plays the full season, they believe they're truly a playoff team.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Good play there to pick up a first down for Conklin, and he's coming off the season where he topped the 600-yard mark for the first time in his career. He's become a reliable presence since arriving in New York.
This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Second down and a yard. Purdy looking to throw. He shakes him off. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The throwing here, Purdy rolling to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brock Purdy taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
And that'll be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Rodgers now to throw. He gets that to the longtime Charger. It's Mike Williams. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Rodgers. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that it...
And he loses the football the second time. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49er. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Down inside the 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now Moody for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one taken in by Corley. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. He's to the 15, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 70 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. Now Samuel. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.